Nicely done, Duck. Paddy Rafter, a star. We love that. And good chatting to him. And Joe Montana, I'm back. I'm back on it.
Come on, Jim.
If Snorkel lets me down again the way he did last, I handed him to him. And somehow in the handing over, he left us. He's back.
I'm going to have to talk to Tom.
All right. Yes.
He'll
Make
help
sure
us
you
out
sort
this
that out.
time, yeah.
Tom Brady?
No, Tom Elevato.
For Hard Yakka and McDonald's, of course. Michael Voss still to join us. Love Vossi. Damo about to launch his own segment, but the quiz is also on its way.
Jim, this COVID-19 shutdown is doing weird things to all of us, as we know.
Yes.
And mostly, I love you guys and I love working with you guys, mostly. But there are times that I don't, Jim. And I must admit, the last 7 weeks during this shutdown has been one of those times. You're all getting on my nerves. Look
sorry,
at Ice O'Brien and thinking it's trendy to go into lockdown and do videos of his shed. And Duck, you growing hair out of hair with this... fluffy duck look and Bill, those stupid black shoes that you're not wearing today, admittedly, but you're annoying me. But as for you, Jim,
yes,
the tipping point for you was last week when you wore the 3/4 length pant
and look good in them
with the white shoes.
Well received.
You look like an 18-year-old first-round draft pick at the Sorrento Hotel on a Saturday night.
I've had some good comments.
You've lost the plot, Jim, and as such, I'm a breaking point with you. You need to be brought down a notch or two.
Is this your own
3.
segment?
Yep.
Oh yeah, have you got a sting?
Have I got a sting?
Righto.
From Watergate to redacted documents.
You wouldn't question my carry.
Secret tapes to encrypted messages.
Actually, is it private or not?
Nothing compares to Damo's deep investigation.
I need to produce a little exclusive here.
What is that?
Deep investigation.
Is that what it is I'm doing? Okay. So in order to get really deep into this investigation on you, Jim, I've made contact with a man that knows you so well.
Who is
a man that's known to all of us in this box to a form. A former Test match cricketer. 97 first-class matches for 2 states.
Yes.
Dismissed the great Sachin Tendulkar, by the way, along in one of those Test matches he played.
Wow.
Great leg spinner. Peter McIntyre, welcome.
G'day, fellas. Hey, Damo.
Thanks for jumping on the line today. And the purpose of this is to bring one of these blokes down because they're really annoying me at the moment, Macca. And I just thought I'd start with Jim and your great friendship with him, just in a way that can maybe enlighten our listeners to a story they may not have heard about him and maybe one that doesn't have him coming out looking too good. But also, Macca, before you start talking, keep it PG-13 rated, please.
Macca.
Yeah, you've spent a lot of time with him, didn't you? You spent a lot of time with him, and he was a pretty boy on tour and wanted things done his own way. But I know you guys, and it wasn't just you, but I know you guys gave him a fair bit of grief for the pretty boy that he supposedly was.
Give us something, Macca.
Come on.
Yeah. Look, it's good to hear he's still working on his fashion.
Yes.
But there are many Brayshaw stories across the 10 years I played with him. But one of my favourites is a Shield match up at the Gabba. Whenever we went to the Gabba, it was always very green and grassy wicket. And have you noticed with Bray, whenever he's quiet, he gets very nervous and a fear comes across him?
Yep.
Well,
we see that.
Yeah. He's not fast. He's not fond of the fast bowlers, Bray.
No.
Stick to the truth, Mac. That's what I said.
Come on, Jim.
No, he never did well at the Gabba. Never did well at the Gabba. Yeah, and they salivated when they bowled to him. But
Big
they had the
Casteridge.
likes of Carl Rackerman and Billy McDermott. But anyway, we got to the second innings and Bray was out for the second time, scared again. So,
I'm scared.
I think I peeled off a very attractive 40.
yeah, and our great mate Greg Blewett, he'd got out before him. So I was 12th man at the time, or I was 12th man at the Gabba.
Funny about that.
Yeah, my duty was to take them out and make sure they were okay and kept a smile on their face. So I took the both of them out. So we had to look around City Rowers and Adrenaline and some of those pubs.
City Rowers.
Anyway, once again, Bray's ghosted us. It's a regular occurrence. You never hear a goodbye from Bray. He just disappeared.
I'd had enough of you.
Just careful, Macca. PG-13, please, mate.
Yes. But later in the night, Bluey and I got back to the hotel, and we had this communal room in the hotel where there was a bit of food, and we thought we'd have a nightcap. So we walked into the room, and here's Bray asleep on the couch.
Oh.
He'd fallen asleep on the couch in this communal room, and he was rooming with the skipper, Jamie Siddons. He didn't want to wake him up, apparently.
Yes, because he was not out overnight, so I was doing the right thing.
Anyway, Bluey and I have spotted this big bowl of fruit in the middle of on the coffee table. So we've unloaded this bowl of fruit, unleashed an orchard of fruit onto Bray, just slammed him with a fruiting, absolute fruiting.
A fruiting.
A fruiting.
I
And he
couldn't
was just-
defend myself because I was fast asleep, and suddenly I was being pelted, Damo,
Fruiting.
from like 2 feet away with kiwi fruit, mangoes,
Bananas.
Macca, the next day I had to go to the doctor on duty at the Gabba and have kiwi fruit removed from my ear canal. So I got a kiwi fruit and rubbed it into my head.
And banana through his hair the next morning and a big welt in the face where I got you with that kiwi fruit, bro.
The only thing he did for 4 days.
That's it. I also had some soft fruit. I don't know what it was. Wedged into my ass crack.
Oh,
It was an all-body fruiting I copped from these two idiots.
He was shell-shocked, boys. He didn't know what had hit him.
On a
Now we
bigger
get to the main part of the story.
Brian. Sorry,
But
but
no, we don't want to hear any more.
hey, just the pretty boy element
Yes.
to him, and
Boy, not
there was
much
a
happens on
good
cricket.
competition in that team, wasn't there? With the pretty boys of him and Greg Blewett, he's good mate. Who was the prettier boy?
And yourself.
The way they carried on.
and yourself, Mac.
Look, we ended up having to make sure they roomed together. The way they carried on and talked designer clothes, and latest fashion, and they each carried a hairdryer. We had to put them in the same room. Ray always thought he was better than all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
And he still does.
And I was. Mac, we had you covered, so we needed to leave you right behind. Now,
Was it?
I want to ask you this.
Even Nobesy had you covered.
Not the knob. Not the knob.
Nobesy had you covered, Macca.
Come on, Billy.
Yeah, okay, now,
Billy,
I'm-
we'll get to your cricket career in a minute.
Oh,
Billy.
yeah, we've got to go. You've got to go.
I want to get to that now because before you came over to South Australia, you obviously played for Victoria and you played for the Essendon
Yes.
Cricket Club.
Good side.
Simon O'Donnell, the captain, and Bill Brownless playing in the twos. So, Macca, tell us what sort of a cricketer Bill was.
And be honest.
Look, I can verify Bill was at the Essendon Cricket Club. No one on boards or there's no mention of him in journals. No mention of Bill, but he did play there. Some words, probably ordinary, no good, wrong sport. I think it was
He claims he played a couple of games in the ones.
I did
Okay.
8 games with the great C.K. Smith.
Yeah, ain't too many, and it was a wise move, moving across the footy. And all he was good for was singing the Jerilderie Rangers theme song in the club functions. And boys, how many times can you hear the story about him kicking a footy over a weak side? Seriously.
It's a water tank. That's what we
What
know.
about the goal after siren? I hadn't done that yet.
Photoshop.
You hadn't done that yet.
I hadn't done that yet.
So, Mac, he was no good.
I was all right. A good all-rounder.
No good at all. No, I couldn't. No, he may have got 100 in the twos. Bill, did you ever?
I got 100 one day against Geelong North Melbourne
In the ones.
in the twos.
Twos.
And then next week I played against. I ran into him the other day, Lenny Balcombe,
Oh, yeah.
who left armour quick,
was
played
fast.
Victoria,
Yeah.
but he bowled a no ball by that far, Jim. He'd try and kill you, Lenny Balcombe. He was bad.
And now, as we let you go, Mac, what are you doing, please? The pharmaceutical world still ticking along for you in isolation?
Yeah, in the healthcare industry at the moment. So running a sales team across the nation.
good.
So we're off the road at the moment, but we'll be back soon and into it.
Still modelling?
No, Billy. No, stop that. I'll cut that out.
I used to go out with him and I looked like Brad Pitt feeding. Oh, mate.
Mac thought he looked like James Rain. Australian crawl.
That's right.
When so many people tell you, Bray,
My
you've got to
God.
believe. You start believing it after.
He used to reckon he'd give it a big rip, didn't he? Oh, he reckons he'd give
He
it a
got
big...
Sachin Tendulkar out
Oh,
in
mate.
a test match.
He was batting left-handed.
You got Sachin Tendulkar out, didn't you, Pete?
Correct.
test match.
The 10.
How?
First game as captain. His very first game as captain.
Yeah.
So-
Describe the ball.
Yeah, how'd you get him out?
How'd you get? What did the ball look like?
Well, many say it was the other ball of the century.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know Warney's got the one, but drifted that far. So if you marry the two up, they're very similar balls.
Enough from you, Mac.
Yep.
Bugger off, please.
Righto.
See you, Pete.
Cheers, mate.
One of the better blokes. And by geez, by jingoes. The less he says, the better.
All I'll say, Duck, is JB has got some pretty, friendly friends.
As the night got later,
Yep.
he got worse.